Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Rakadash, double honors to the apostle, elders, and prophets. Enough respect to the brothers teaching truth all over the globe. Basic title of this lesson is the darkest day before the brightest hour. And for those who are just waking up in truth, you have to understand that the scripture tells us that this gospel is going to go out through the four corners of the globe. As it read in Matthew chapter 24, verse 14, and it said, "And this gospel shall go to the four corners of the globe for witness to all the nations, and then the end shall come." Roughly paraphrasing, because before the darkest hour take place, the gospel has to be preached throughout the four corners of the globe. And why does the gospel have to be preached throughout the four corners of the globe? Because you have to understand the fact of the matter is that we have Israelites, we have our brethren that are scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. Even though our brethren consists of the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, but we also have Israelite foreigners that are across the globe. Israelites that look like the other nations, but they seed line and they father, you are who your father is. Your seed line goes back, and their seed line goes back to being the Israelite, seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But to get back to the point, the gospel has to be preached throughout the four corners of the globe. First, to reach the elect of Israel, because the elect is scattered throughout all the globe, throughout the four corners of the globe. And by the way of the internet, according to Psalms chapter 19, roughly around verse, I believe, verse 1 through 4 talks about the internet, that their sound is going to be heard throughout the earth. You probably ask a question, what's the point of all this? What did all this have to do with the darkest hour? Let the scripture explain itself. You see, that the gospel has to be preached to reach the hopeful elect, because the gospel is for the elect of Israel. It's not for all the other nations. It's not even for 2/3 of our people, because Zechariah 13:8 tells us that 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die. But the third part is going to be remaining in. What's going to happen to that third part? The third part is going to have to be tried through the fire. And that's part of that darkest hour. Because guess what? Even though that Jacob's trouble, according to Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, if you're going up, it's going to try the whole world. But it's really going to be for the 2/3 for the Israelites. Yeah. Because we were given his law, statutes, and commandments, and we disobeyed his law, statutes, and commandments. And guess what? Even though we are under curses, but the final punishment thereof, before everything goes back in the rightful order, is that our people have to go through the darkest hour. The hopeful elect, even though they are the elect, they have to be tested as well, because the test of Jacob's trouble is to get rid of the undesirable of Israel, but it's going to challenge the whole world. And let's just face it, in the darkest hour, the other nations can take the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, because we know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is not dealing with them like that. You see, they're going to take it because they know the Most High is not dealing with them. Even though they are in deniability right now, they don't want to accept the fact of the matter that the Most High is not dealing with them. But once the economy collapsed, and once that collapse, and once they really make the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, mandatory, pretty much everybody in the world except the elect of Israel, which is 1/3 of Israel, is going to take the chip. You see, and the reason why they're going to take it, because they, let's just say it like this: the other nation the other nations, according to Isaiah chapter 40, 17, and 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 56, shows you how the Most High feel about these other nations. They're nothing to him. The other nations have their own gods. Why is that? Because Yahweh is not dealing with the other nations like that. You see? So when this the darkest hour come, you know what I'm saying, they have no power that they can turn to. You see, because like I said, Yahweh, his son Yahweh is not dealing with them like that. So they're gonna resort to what they have to. You see, because they in their mind they already know they're gonna realize that the Most High is not dealing with them. So guess what? They're gonna take the chip because they can't see nothing past this anyway. Even though that you got a lot of some of them know the scriptures, but it's not gonna do them any good because the Most High is not dealing with them like that in that darkest hour. But for Israel, we already know the Most High. We already know that the 2/3 of our people are gonna be cut off and die. And even the 2/3, you're gonna have some of the 2/3 are gonna take the microchip. The Most High not deal with them because according to Romans chapter 9 verse 6, not all the Israel, they are not all Israel. They are of Israel. If you understand that, even though they are Israelites, they are Israelites from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Shah, is not dealing with them like that. They were already chosen to be destroyed. You see, because Most High has his hopeful there who he's dealing with, and everybody else that is not of the hopeful let, of Israel, they're gonna be destroyed, man. They're gonna be destroyed by Jacob's trouble. They're gonna die, before Jacob's trouble, or they're gonna be destroyed by the thermonuclear missiles. Why I say that? Because guess what? Our people, the 2/3, are not gonna repent. You see, they're not gonna turn back to the ways of Yahweh Hashem Shah, because in their mind, they can't fathom the fact of the matter that Yahweh Hashem Shah, he only gonna have the elect. You see, he only dealing with the elect. You see, they can't fathom that. That's beyond their comprehension. You see, because when you tell them that in the scripture, you show them that in Matthew chapter 24, I believe around the 30-some verse, you brothers could correct me on that. Yahushua is going to return. Right in the same time of the darkest hour, all this stuff about to go down, these thermonuclear missiles about to hit this place. Yahushua is going to return. You see, he's going to return, and what he's going to do when he returns, he is going to gather his elect from the four winds of the globe. And keep in mind, if you understand context of the scripture, his hopeful elect are Israelites. It's not everybody in the whole planet, because if it was everybody on the whole planet, then Yahushua won't have to gather no elect, because everybody would be saved. That's from that wacky-tacky Christian doctrine. But however, when Yahushua returns, he's only going to gather the hopeful elect, or the elect of the house of Israel. It's not going to be no other nations being gathered. Yeah, you're going to have you're going to have people that's going to look like the other nations, like I said before, but not however, they seed line, they sperm, their sperm line goes back to being an Israelite. If they are their elect, hopeful elect, or they're the elect of the house of Israel, they're going to be gathered up in the chariots, in the UFO before the missiles hit. Right now, however, everybody else that's left, especially here in Babylon the Great, they're going to be basically missile food, meaning that they're going to be destroyed by via thermonuclear missiles. You know, that's that darkest hour. You know, before even thermonuclear missiles hit, like I said before, they're going to have to be the famine of the word. You know, that's Amos chapter 8, verse 11 goes into that. You know, roughly paraphrase said, it's going to be a famine, not of bread, not of water, but it's going to be famine. It's going to be hearing the words of Yahweh Hashem Shai, roughly paraphrasing. What that mean? What that mean? Even though you might say, well, if it ain't no famine, then you know we're gonna be good. No, you gotta look at, you gotta keep it in context of the scriptures, because if we read once again Matthew chapter 24, roughly around verse 5 and 6, it said there's going to be wars and rumors of wars, and there's going to be famines and earthquakes in diverse places, and all these shall be the beginning of sorrows. You see, all this is going to coincide with the darkest hour, and you have to understand that all this stuff is going to have to take place, because the scripture has already prophesied. You know, they already prophesied that all these things are going to take place. You see, all these events going to take place. And for those just waking up in the truth, you know, you have to understand that these things are going to happen, whether you agree with it or whether you don't agree with it. And a lot of our people, they don't agree that these things going to happen, especially here in Babylon the Great, you know, aka North America. Why? Because North America has been so used to being so used to be so privileged, to the point that when you bring this up to them, they're gonna look at you all side-eyed like you lost your mind, and they want you to believe that this society, especially Esau, Edom, wants you to believe that their name is going to continue on forever. But let's get a clear understanding here. Let's get a clear understanding, because Esau, Edom has been used to be in power for so long that even though all these events and all this stuff is going to be taking place, they still don't believe it. And when they realize the reason why all this stuff is happening, because of the children of Israel, guess what they're going to start to do? You see, they're going to start putting their King Alfred plan, they Rest 84, and all their executive orders into place to go out and to slaughter the men and women of Israel. You see, they're going to start putting a hit out on you Jays, man. That's what they're going to do. Why? Because they are mad, because they know that, according to Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, they know that they have a short time. You know, they have a short time to accomplish what they have to accomplish. You see, and what they want to accomplish, they want to accomplish this new world order. You see, that's another part of the darkest hour, is the new world order, because they want everybody to be under one government, under one system, under one roof. But guess what? Esau, Edom, the elite bankers, the Amalekites, which are, you know, the elite of Esau, you know, they want to accomplish this because they want total control of everybody. They basically want total control of Israel. They want total control of the hopeful elect of Israel. You see, because they want the truth to be silenced, because they know once the prophets, the true men of the Lord, you know, they're on the highways, byways teaching, they gives them an indicator that their kingdom or their rulership is coming to a close.